It's like 6:50 in the morning and I'm awake. So, those of you who know me know that I'm not an early riser, never have been. I was always late for school. Matter of fact, I had to go to summer school to graduate because of my attendance. So there's really only just a couple things that get me up super early. It's either the thought of doing something really exciting and fun will get me out of bed early, or I'm going to make a lot of money. So those are the only two reasons that I'm up early out of bed. And lately, I've been getting up earlier and earlier and earlier. You know, and there's a reason, because I'm excited about something that I want to share. Okay, so here's a pretty cool story, and it begins with me selling my condo just a few months back, in March, or yeah, I think it was March of this year. Amanda and I sold the condo, and we used this realtor called Jay. His name was Jay Barubi, and I found him through my cousin Victor owns a real estate brokerage in Naples, and I called him up, and the guy, he's got like hundreds and hundreds of real. He's like the fifth biggest realtor or brokerage in Florida, I think. And he's got hundreds of realtors. I said, I need to sell my condo. Can you help me out? Who's the best guy you have for the job? I want your top salesman. And he put me in contact with this guy named Jay Barubi. And sure enough, we met, and he was totally professional. And I don't know, there's something about him. He was like on his game. Even when we spoke on the phone, he was just, man, I felt excited to be able to work with him. I mean, he knew all the right things to say. And anyways, long story short, we used him like 43 days later, I think. We had our condo sold, in a market where I didn't think that was possible. But it was sold, and we moved out here to Pine Island. So fast forward like 10 months later, 9 months later, I'm getting involved with. Sorry, my phone died. I'm getting involved in this company, in this process, and these coachings and these trainings by somebody called Russell Brunson, and the softwares that I'm using to build out all my ideas and stuff is called ClickFunnels. And so ClickFunnels has a big event coming up in February of 2019, and so I'm watching his promotional video for the event, and I'm so excited to be there because it's basically a room full of thousands of entrepreneurs, and they're seven-figure earners. Like, these guys are making big money, and I'm excited to be in the room with them, and just get to talk to them and hang out with them. And and plus Russell will be there, and all these great speakers will be there, and they're going to be teaching us a lot of cool things. So I'm super excited to be there. I'm watching this promotional video, and guess who I see in the video? It's Jay Barubi. And I wasn't sure it was him because I watched this video a couple of times. I wasn't sure, and then it hit me. I'm like, I know that guy's face, and I'm like, oh my god, that's I think that's Jay, but I wasn't sure, right? Because I'm a twin, and everybody supposedly has a doppelganger out there, and so I took a screenshot of I stopped, paused the video, I took a screenshot, and I sent it over to Jay, because we're friends on Facebook, and I said, hey man, is this you? I said, are you in Russell Brunson's promotional video for the Funnel Hackers Live event? And he messaged me right back. He's like, yeah, that's hilarious. I've been getting a lot of people asking me that. Yes, it's me. I'm like, holy crap, that is awesome, because I knew there was something to Jay's success. Like, I mean, I've met a lot of really good people that were good at either selling or good at business in general, but they always had a mentor, and they always had um, coaching and stuff like that. And I didn't know what Jay's secret was, but I knew there was something to this guy. And sure enough, I found that secret accidentally, 10 months later, completely by accident. And of course, it's the ClickFunnels, and he's been obviously been taught and helped and learned a lot of cool things Russell Brunson and some of these big top guys. I don't know exactly who he's worked with, but I know Russell is a big part of that. And he's actually going to be at this event, Funnel Hackers Live, coming up in February. And so I'm excited because he's not only will be there together because I'm trying to go, but he's also going. Jay is also putting out a coaching program on his own that he's built using the ClickFunnels software, and it's going to be available here in just a few days. So when I'm offered with the opportunity to learn from one of the top realtors in the area in Southwest Florida, it's pretty exciting, okay? Because I had my real estate license and I let it go because I just wasn't doing anything, I didn't know what I was doing. So, and I didn't have the time to invest to become successful at it, and I sure as hell didn't have all of the right tools to be able to learn at that point in time. So now there's another opportunity for me to get back into the real estate game, on top of everything else I'm working on. So that's pretty exciting, and I'll be taught by one of the best in the business, in my opinion, and Jay Berube is that guy. So I'm excited to see what happens and what Jay has in store for all of us. So when I have that information, I'll share it with everyone. So I know I have a lot of realtor friends out there. Maybe they'd be interested. So have a good morning, the rest of your day, and talk to you soon. So there's one small detail I forgot to mention in the earlier recording. So Jay Berube. So what got why I'm so excited to be able to learn from him. So before we hired him, here's a real quick fact. Before we chose to work with him, we wanted to know what his stats were, how many houses he sold, and how successful he was, and stuff like that. And when we did the math, I forget the exact number, but when we did the math on how many homes he sold, it came out to be like 1.4 homes every day. That's a pretty amazing stat for some for from a local boy, from Naples, selling 1.4 homes a day. That's why I'm excited to be able to learn from him, right? So that's what I wanted to say.